Yes, now we're going to talk about the MERN. We're going to talk about MERN. Okay, the US use effect. Use effect. We talked about use effect a little bit. We said that it's mostly used to fetch API data from API. Okay, and yeah. So before going through the before going to this, let me show you something about. Let me go through MERN. Okay, because just so we have some idea about what's MERN. Okay, MERN is basically, when we say MERN stack, we just mean that MongoDB is a NoSQL database. Okay, so when we talk about MongoDB, MongoDB, so it is it's a database. It's NoSQL database. Okay. MongoDB is a popular NoSQL database used for storing structured, semi-structured, unstructured data. So basically, instead of using tables as in traditional relation data, MongoDB stores data in JSON documents. Organize this one. So Express is a backend framework. Okay, we've been talking about React all along, and this is React is used for the front end. Okay, just to design the user interface, what we see on the page. MongoDB is a database, and Express.js is a backend framework to help us to create APIs. APIs is what we will use to communicate from the front end to the back end. Okay, that's how we use So basically, and Node.js is just a JavaScript runtime. Okay, so so this is it. MVC pattern, it means model, view, controller. Model is a database schema. Okay, view is what user sees, and this React handles it, and controller is a business logic. Okay, and we have something called middleware. Middleware is what we put between before we take the routes. Okay, so the difference between MongoDB versus SQL, there are two types of database actually, SQL and MongoDB. SQL is structured data. It uses tables, rows, columns, just like this one. Okay, orders table like this. But however, MongoDB uses collections and documents like this. It's used for unstructured data. Okay, why MongoDB works great with JavaScript? It uses JSON all the way. Faster for read-heavy application. No join means faster and stuff. Indexes are actually we use index like to speed up the queries. Okay, for lookups, to speed up lookups. So and relationship, front-end patterns. So I'm not going to do this. Okay, I have already created an application just to see how it works. Okay, so basically, in order to use the let me just start with MERN. Okay, and we will go from there. Let me just create a simple application here. CD desktop, and I'm going to call this one make dir MERN project 2, because I already have CD MERN answer project. I'm just going to create a simple MERN stack project so we can understand how it works, how each one works. Now let me just go to MERN project 2 actually. No, let me go back here. CD, yeah, 2 is what I need. And clear this one. Okay, fine. So to now what we will do is if we want we want to create a folder here. Okay, we're going to call it backend. Okay, I'm going to go to the backend folder. You can call it backend or server, it doesn't matter. Once I go here, let me clear this one. It's not, I'm not able to clear it, so I'm just going to run npm init -y command. Okay, it's going to initialize the server, and then I'm going to open the Visual Studio Code. Okay, because I already have so many commands here running, I don't really need. Yeah, so yes, I trust this author. So basically I just created a backend folder here, and now I can just create here index.js. okay, and I'm going to create, actually I'm going to install npm I. I'm going to install Express. This is the backend framework that we are going to use to create APIs. Okay, and also I'm going to install MongoDB, Mongoose, Mongoose, and I'm going to need also I'm going to install this too, and NodeMon also. NodeMon is a tool that lets you run instead of running the JavaScript file again and again manually. It automates this process. Okay, instead of typing node index.js every time, you just run NodeMon. It automatically restarts whenever you make any changes on the code. It automatically restarts. Okay, so now we go to package.json here. First thing we should do is change this one from CommonJS to modules. Okay, if you do, the reason I did this is so that we will be able to use import. Okay, otherwise we will not be able to use import. Okay, and next step, you just change this one. Change this one to dev. Add dev on the script, and NodeMon index.js. This will be our folder, and here I'm going to start NodeMon. No, not NodeMon. Here I'm just going to say node index.js. Yeah, and just put comma here and save it. So now we are done, and I'm going to import here Express first, just so I can show you how I'm going to create the API. Express from Express, and const app equals to Express, and app.listen. App.listen, I'm going to use this one, comma, comma, request, comma. No, it's not listen actually, it's app.get. I'm going to use app.get. This is the command to response, and I'm just going to rest.send, just for demo. Welcome, or type my first API, and and I need to make a port as well here. App.listen. We have to specify the port to listen, where it will listen to. So I can just type here 5000, and I forgot the syntax actually here. 1 second. App.listen. Let me refer to MERN Express.js documentation. It's very slow. Okay, close this one and open this one and go ahead. Yeah, so let me type here Express.js so we can check the documentation there for Express.js. So this is the syntax, app.listen, and that's about it. So yeah, we can just, this is just to show you actually we're not supposed to specify the port, the number here, but app is listening to 5000. Okay, just an example. And okay, let's just run this one and see what happens. So this is supposed to be our API. npm run dev. We got an error because not found. I think it's supposed to be like this. Yeah, so it's saying app is listening. So this is it on 5000. So now it's working. We can test it using Postman, or you can just open any browser here. Okay, it doesn't have to be Postman. Just type localhost and type the port number. You see, we got my first API. So this is, we just created our first API. Okay, so this is the purpose of why we use Express.js. Okay, but in real world application, actually you shouldn't specify the ports here. You should have here new file here and .env. Okay, for security you're supposed to specify the port here and equals to 5000, and there is actually you have to install .env for this, and I'm going to install .env. Then we can just go to .env package. Okay, this is how we install it, and to import it we can just type this one. We can just go ahead and type import .env, or maybe they're .env from .env, and to use it require .env.config. I think this is the code. Advanced. Yeah, so let's just try this one, see if it will work. Require .env config No, because I'm using this one. Yeah, npm install require.mv, or we can just type input this one, import.mv config here. And let's try to put port here instead of the port number. Port is not defined because yeah, you're supposed to say actually this way: process dot env dot port. Done. So this is basically how we can access. Again, if you have any doubts like on the library, how to use them, if there's anything, you can just type it Google and get the command from there. So yeah, I use this one. So you see now it's secure, it's working. So basically this is how we do it in real world applications. Okay, and also in real world applications, like let's say I have this API, right now I am putting this one inside here. Yeah, but real world application, actually it's like it's recommended to just have two separate folders, routes here, and 1 second, and here should be, we can say, let's say I'm going to do task routes .js. Okay, and I'm going to create here controllers folder. I'm going to create task controllers .js. So this is just for clean code, like principles. So now I want to create a model for the MongoDB scheme. Task model.js. Okay, so basically this is what we are going to do. Okay, we're going to create here a schema for our application. Our application is going to be a task module, task manager application. Okay, so right now I showed you how Express.js is written, but we're going to do it the right way. Okay, so here actually we don't need this, so we just need to, we'll have get, post, and edit, and delete. Okay, so I'm going to start with the task routes. Actually, import no, actually we need to start with the scheme, with MongoDB scheme. It's schema. First, you can go to MongoDB online. Okay, this is MongoDB. This is an online database. It's a cloud hosted database. Okay, you can sign in here. Okay, you can sign in here and sign in. Wait for it to log in. I'm already logged in, so I'm just going to go right ahead. Just wait for it to load. It's taking too much time. Let me refresh it. Yeah, so now it's on. So when you first start, you're going to get a page like this. You're going to have to create a new cluster. You're going to create a new cluster here, fill up the form, the fields here, the name and everything, and there will be a box here that will allow you to create a free hosting. Okay, you have to click that and go to create deployment. Okay, and then once you click that, it's going to actually you're going to select drivers, and then you're going to copy this one. This is what we need, the connection string. Okay, and then done. For me, because I already created, I'm going to use the existing one, and I'm just going to go to the .mv here. I'm going to paste it here. Okay, and remember to change the password here. Yeah, because when you create, it's going to ask you to put the password. So yeah, so Mongo URI here. I'm going to type equal here, so this is it, and now this is done. So I'm just going to check the database also, make sure it's connected. We'll go to the index.js, and you can go to here just to see like MongoDB here. Okay, MongoDB, type MongoDB here, and you're going to see here the official docs, MongoDB docs documentations. Just type this one, you're going to get the documentation here. So for development, we need to know here documentations and collections and database collections, and library, getting started, the dependencies, Docker, your deployment, cloud deployment here, and copy, connect your deployment, cloud deployment, show DBS, create for ES. Here actually it's going to give you all the details what you need. So you can go down here. This is the connection string which we add already. On your application, and MongoDB, Mongoose. Actually, mine is Mongoose, not MongoDB. I'm using Mongoose. So yeah, it's a new library, but you can use either. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. So let's see if we have Mongoose here. Mongoose, the library. Integrate with Mongoose. Yeah, Mongoose gets started here, this one. So I'm using Mongoose here, schema. Yeah, this is great actually. We will use this one. 1 second, the models, okay, and verify that the environment, okay, run, okay. Yeah, so basically to connect to Mongoose, this is what we need. Yeah, so we just need to put this one, mongoose dot connect here. Okay, and the connection string, we don't have to put the connection string, just make sure to add the process.env dot mongoose mongo. This has to match with this one. I'm going to copy it here and paste here, mongo URI, and for some reason this is actually not let me just put this one, mongo URI, paste this one, paste this, copy this one, and index.jsx. I'm just going to change this one to this one. Yeah, it's much better. And I can add then here, dot then, and type here console dot log MongoDB connected. Not console.log. Actually, 1 second. We have something here. Setting up your environment, mongoose, and perform CRUD, update database, validate data. So yeah, so just to make sure that I think this braces we don't need. Yeah, remove this one. Okay, mongoose is not defined. The reason it's not defined is because we didn't import it here. Import mongoose from here, and the MongoDB is connected, so I think it's working now. Okay, and we can add dot catch actually in case of for errors, but let's just keep it simple for now. Okay, so and now MongoDB is connected. Okay, now let's go ahead and add the schema. You can get that template or something, a sample here. Yeah, this sounds great actually. We don't have to recreate the wheel. Now we are in 2026. You can find anything online, and you can use AI as well. So basically, okay, so I'm going to change this one. I'm going to name it task.schema. Okay, and I just need title and description. Actually, content is fine. Okay, I don't want to add all this stuff. It's too much, and that's enough. And I can just change this one because I want it to be task, but we can change it to no, keep it task. Keep it task here, task, and change this one to task schema, so that we understand what and this one we can just make it actually task instead of block. So we will now understand what does each do. So basically, I'm just creating a schema. Okay, I'm importing mongoose. Okay, and then I'm using this one. I'm using the schema here. This is a built-in tool in mongoose. Okay, I'm extracting this one, and I'm just using it here, schema, and I'm adding the fields like title and content and timestamp. Timestamp is just for created by and created like the time it was done. Okay, so I'm going to save this one, and once I'm done with the model, I'm going to go to the, I think after model we should go to the controller. Here we can create export. I'm going to create the first one. Export async function. I'm going to name it get tasks. Tasks. Okay. It's going to take request. It's not going to take anything actually. It's just going to get response, no request. So I'm going to add try catch here. Catch. And I'm going to const here results equals to, I'm going to say here await. Yeah, we have to import actually the tasks from the task model and find. So this is a built-in. It's built-in actually. Find is built-in. I'm just find the task and put it in the results. Okay, and if there are errors here, just type here error and console.log error here, error.message, and yeah, and if there is no result, if just res.status status. I'm going to type here 400 or 500, 400. Okay, and dot send dot message res.send message. I'm going to say no results, or no tasks found. Okay, if we get a result and just res.status 200 and dot send, I'm going to say here no, I'm going to use send back the JSON. Yeah, results. That's it. So that's it. Basically, this is get. Okay, I'm going to save this one, and I'm going to go to routes. I'm going to import router from Express, and I'm going to go to const here, router equals to Express dot router Express okay, I think it's correct. So let's try here router dot get. I'm just going to put here slash comma. I'm going to put the function here, that the function we just created, get tasks here. It's going to be imported from the controller, and then export default router. So now there is one more step actually in index.js that I need to put here. I am supposed to remove this one because we don't need it anymore. Okay, instead I'm supposed to use app.use here, and type here and type comma here, and I'm supposed to type here the path, let's say tasks for example, and the task routes. You can import here from here, import what I want to name the routes. I can just mention here routes or whatever from. I must specify the path here, and here. This is the routes, task routes, and I'm just going to type here task routes. So I believe this is it. No, but you mean imports? Yeah. So actually there is one more mistake here. JS. Don't forget to put JS, because if you don't put JS, it's not going to work. Make sure to do that everywhere actually. Controller, yes, task model.js. You have to add .js here as well. Controller.js, just add .js everywhere. And Express is not defined. That's probably because I didn't include Express here. And actually this router, yeah, I think I made a mistake here on syntax. Express router, okay, it's just a function. Yeah, I don't think we need to import this one actually. Import Express from this one, task routes. Yeah, it's not named. We don't need to put that one. Yeah, so now it's supposed to be okay. So let's go ahead and try using Postman. I'm going to create something new here. New here. I'm just going to type here HTTP. This one, localhost. Actually, I'm not going to get any result actually right now, but let's go ahead and do it anyways. Tasks. See what we will get. No, remove this one. Just type the tasks. No, it's actually 5,000. It's not 555. I was able to get, because actually the reason I was able to get this is because one second. It's because there are two tables. Actually, we have I created this database before. That's why I'm able to create this one, to get this one, but that's fine. So yeah, this is working fine actually. Yeah, so now let's say we want to add post. Okay, post means we want to add a new item, something new here. Let's me check here, post here, title, description, and created at. Let me see here what we have in the model. We have content, we don't have description. This is actually something else. Let me go ahead and try this one. Let me go to the model, this one, and view terminal. Close this one, save, and okay, I need to run this one actually. npm run dev. No, it's already running, so there is no need for me to run this one. Yeah, so we should be able to get what we need here. Yeah, so now it's actually working. Let's see if I can get here. I'm getting this one, but one second. But this is because there is actually another table here that I created before, and we don't need it actually. If you go to browse collection here, I can just go to the cluster. Yeah, I can just remove the, go to test, remove this one, this table. This is an old table, we don't need it actually. I want to remove this table, go to test here, remove this table, tasks, drop the collection here, so it will be created again. So let me just run this one, run it again, so it will run again. Yeah, so now it's working. They created a new task. If you refresh this now, a new tasks table will be created, and it's going to be a collection. Actually, it's going to be created. It's not going to be yeah, it's going to be empty, no fields, nothing. So just like how it's supposed to be. And now let's say we want to add we want to add to the table. So all we have to do is just paste this one, okay, and instead of get, just make it add, so it will be different, add tasks. And here we're not going to use find, we're going to use create. To add, we have to use create, and the task is going to be the request dot body dot just request dot body actually. And here we remove this one, we don't need it, or keep it, just modify this one, cut this one, put it here. Yeah, actually first we're supposed to check whether rec.body.title exists or no, because maybe the user didn't enter the body.content exists or no. If it doesn't exist, we can just change this one, make it enter all required fields, and we can just go ahead and create the results here. And that's about it. This is how we create. There is an error, we can set, and we can just send here the error. Actually, we can send the error also. Instead of a message here, we can just send the error itself. I think error.message here, we can just send it here. I think that's possible. Let's go ahead and try something there. Try to add something on the table. First, you see, now we just have an empty array. Let's change this to post, but before trying, we have to add the route actually. Just go to routes, paste this one, change get task to add task. Okay, and it's not adding here. 1 second, add tasks. Yeah, so let's go ahead and try to do this here. It's not going to work, by the way. I'm going to show you why it's not going to work. I'm going to type here the title, and I'm going to type here go to the gym and comma. Actually, this should be JSON. You should choose JSON, and I'm going to type here contents, and the content will do legs today, for example. So let's go ahead and send it. Cannot post means it shouldn't work, but at the same time you shouldn't get this error. If you get this error, that means there is another issue. Content cannot post 500 tasks. Let me try to Let me make sure it's running. Yeah, the database is running. And here, add task, it's there. The request body creating, await async, all this thing, and we are getting cannot post. Yes, this is the issue. This should be post actually, not get. So now go ahead and try it. Yeah, it's giving us the error. Okay, just like I told you, it's not going to work because it cannot read properties of undefined reading title. The reason is because in order for it to read the request from the request body, we have to add one more thing here. Okay, without it, it's not going to be able to do it. Okay, app.use here, and you're supposed to add here Express.json. I think, yeah, I think this is right. Let's try it out. The problem is I didn't have anything to return to return if it works. If it works, I should add something here, like just so it can we know whether it's added or no. So we can just type here 200 here, and tasks added successfully. Tasks added successfully, just so we can know whether it's added successfully or no. And I think the issue is with the syntax actually. This is used to parse the body, but I'm not sure if we are supposed to put that. And let's go ahead and try it now. Express.json, we can refer to the Express documentation here. We have Express documentation, this one. No, we can just go to the documentation here, or something just to refer. Nope, it's not actually doing that. It's not giving us anything. 1 second. Let me cancel this one. And it's actually Express.json. It should be this way, I believe. Something like that. Yes, task added successfully. Okay, so right now we can just try to do get here, and we're going to receive this two that we just added. Okay, so basically it's working. This is used to parse the body so that it can read the body, what we write in the body. So we just completed the post here. Okay, and yeah. And okay, quickly I'm going to add the remaining update and all that. Okay, so let me just copy this one. Okay, and paste it here, and I'm going to make this update tasks. In case of updates, we don't need this one. We just need the ID actually. We're supposed to get the ID to update. You can just destructure ID here equals to, we're going to say equals to, yeah, request dot params, and here we're going to add ID comma, and instead of create we're going to type find by ID and update. Okay, and change this success message to task updated successfully. updated successfully. And I think that's about it actually. And yeah, so let's do the same thing for delete. Delete also will take the same idea. We're going to do it. We just change this one to delete here. Yeah, find ID by delete, task deleted successfully. Deleted. No, but we don't need to pass the request body because we're just going to delete it, right? We just need the ID. And task deleted successfully. And that's about it actually for delete. And one more, let's add for get by ID, by single ID, to get single item. So get single task, get one task or one task or something, just name it one task. Here I'm just going to type find by ID, no need to put anything, and no need to send any message here actually, just going to reply this one. So yeah, so now let me save this one. Okay, let me go to the task routes and just go Control C, Control V here. For update we have to use put. Okay, and update tasks. Yeah, update tasks here. And for delete we have to use delete, and we're going to change this one to delete tasks. Delete tasks. And for Control C, for single get one task as well, we have to use get. You can type here get one tasks. So this is that's it. So we can try this one now. Okay, let's try update. Okay, I'm going to let's try get first to see how. Okay, we're going to use this one, this first one. Okay, I'm going to change the first here. I'm going to okay. Also we have to do one thing for in the task route. You're supposed to actually, for update by ID, you're supposed to add this way. Let's do it this way. You're supposed to add this ID. Okay, and for update and delete and get by ID, we're supposed to add this one. Also get one task here, ID. So now we did this, and we're just going to go ahead and type this one. This is the ID of this one. I want to change the title, make it go to the bar or whatever. Yani go for a walk, like go for a walk. Okay, walk 2 kilometer, walk 2 kilometer, send it. Let's see if I saved this one. I think I did. I followed I did everything correctly, I think. Let's see. No, because I'm using get here. The method, be careful of the method. We have to use put to do this. It's going to work. Task updated successfully. To verify, just go to get and send again. Let's just we should be able to get this as well, but okay, cancel this one, send. Yeah, we'll do legs today. Let me paste this one. 1 second. I'm trying to paste this one and put this one. 1 second. Put this same task updated successfully. So when I type get here, I'm not able to get this. Yeah, so let me just remove this one and see whether I can get all of them or not. So I only have this one actually. We'll do legs today. Okay, I'm just going to edit this one. Okay, the other one disappeared, so let me paste this one. Let me update this one and see what happens. Task updated successfully. Let's do get again. Get one tasks. Okay, remove this one. It's okay. Let's see. Nothing. It's removing the field. Actually, I think I missed something or made a mistake on the controller. Yeah, and the get one task I'm putting actually delete. That's the issue. Get one task is supposed to be find by ID. Okay, let's verify here. Get task, we already did. Add task, we did. Create, we did. Update, okay. Delete, find ID by delete. The issue is here. It's supposed to be just find by ID. So save it here. Because we deleted everything, so let's just post this one. Okay. Now do get, check the tasks, available tasks. Okay. So now I'm going to change it back to get by watch a movie. Okay, watch a movie. Okay. The equalizer or something. So change the method to put. Done. Task updated successfully. Now go back to get. It's not coming. The get is not coming. Get one task, find by ID, and that's about it. Okay, that's fine. Let me just type get and remove this one. Okay, cut, send. Yeah, okay, the post worked. No, yeah, the edit worked actually. The put worked. Okay, so this was a success. Now, just one more thing we need to try is the get by ID. Get one item, one task only. Get one task here. We're doing this. Params result equals to await. Okay, I know what's the issue here. We're not returning the results actually. That's why it's just loading. On the get by when we call a single task, we should return the field. Now it will work. See, it's working now. Okay, so we did get and post. So now let's do delete, and this is the last one. I'm going to delete this one. Done. Task deleted successfully. I'm going to go to get and fetch. Nothing. None. So we have done all this. So basically this is how it works. Okay, this is how we create APIs, and there is more to it. There are tools like validator and helmet that are used. We can add like helmet. We just this is what it does. Okay, npm I helmet. This is a good tool. It is yeah, let me, yeah, if you add helmet here, import helmet, and you type here app.use helmet, and it's going to add headers here. You see, we have only header, right? It will add more security header. See, now you have 18. You see, all these are security headers. CSP is used to protect you from JavaScript, from XSS, and you'll have other headers like strict security, HTTPS, content type, XSS protection, and many headers. And we can also use Express validators, and yeah. And course is one more thing we need to do. This is very important actually. npm I course, this is very important. So basically this tool, it is yeah, you can import it from here. Import course, yeah, import course. This is very important. From 1 second, let's wait for it to finish. npm I course, so it is done. So let's just import course. This is maybe the most important thing from because without this you cannot connect this one, this application to the front end React. Okay, it's going to give you an error. Okay, without this it's not going to work. And this, if you say like it's like cross origin request, yeah, so this is basically, if you try to connect to React, it's not going to work. So we can try it out, but yeah, I don't have the time. We'll do it on the next session. We're going to try to connect both React with the MERN stack application here.